This is what I would call my studio build. And the studio build, if you look at it, it has everything set up exactly how I would like it. I have my monitor that's on the back. So it's all set to be able to have all the controls that I want. I can still change the battery by pushing this and pulling it out. It's not obstructed in any way. I have my EVF set up exactly where I like it on this side. Everything is set so I can grab the handle very nicely. My focus puller is over on this side. He or she has the whole focus wheel on this side. I got my Teradek flying here for remote video and wireless video. It's really minimalistic, to say the least. I remember back in the days of the Canon C500, where I had the codex recorder and I had 3 or 4 cables coming out of there and the power cables. It was just a cable disaster. This is very clean. Now, let's go into the ergonomics of what makes the MoveCam cage so cool. I'm able to use all different ports here. I can come out of the back to the LCD screen. I can come right here and gauge my EVF. I also have start stop. I have HDMI. I have all these auxiliaries. I have, SDI 1 and 2. So SDI can go into the AC's monitor. We can come out of that. I have still an SDI on the back here as well. It's really user-friendly and enables you to go, you got a low shot and you want to be able to move your EVF, or if you want to be operating up like this, there's all different ways to go into that. But what I like is it just gives you this wonderful ability to change it around, get it exactly how you like it, because that's what it's all comes down to. You want to be able to customize this baby into what feels good. Some people like it front heavy. Some people like it back heavy. I tend to like it right in the middle. If I drop my hands, the rig would completely stay there. Why is the handle up here? Well, because in the day, you grab the mag. I never grabbed a handle down here. So in film, I always grab the mag. So this is where I operate from. I'm never back here. That's video shooters. This is cinema, baby. And I also use the handheld out here. One hand here, one hand up here. I find that it very rarely ever gets in the way, and I'm able to move so nice with all of my panning and everything that I'm doing, because you're one with the camera. And that's what I really love about this setup. Now, the Infinity arm is incredibly beefy. I've actually rigged a camera. So I've stripped it all down and I've rigged it with a C-stand, and I use this to be able to get my camera exactly where I want it. So I have tilt, pan, all that stuff, and then I can lock this arm and it literally will hold the whole weight of the camera. Not totally tricked out like this, but more the bare bones. So, a lot of times I'll do, quick overhead shots where I can just rig it right up to the ceiling. You're dealing with 9 or 10 foot ceilings. So I'm able to just literally clamp it with that Infinity arm and get that overhead very quick. Now, let's talk about PL mounts for a second. The one I absolutely love on the Red now is this black one, because it has these nice flanges here that is much more film style. So you can grab and get in there. The titanium mount is this silver mount, and it's a little hard to get in there, and there's not anything to get your nail on and crack it. Sometimes those lenses are so tight, so I'm really into the magnesium mount. All right, let's talk follow focus here. We're rolling out with the MoveCam system right now. The ergonomics are very nice. It's very smooth. And again, what I'm talking about is you being able to afford this system. If you're going with the Arri follow focus, we're talking $6,000 to $8,000. This system all in is under $3,000 bucks. I'm talking to you about stuff that works. and is not going to break the bank. It has total adjustability. I'm able to slide this rail in and out, no problem. Changing lenses, slide it out, put it back in, lock it in. I'm able to adjust how tight this is. There's different gear ratios that you can go on all. There's different gear speeds, so you can go much faster with your racks. So it gives you a whole wonderful play kit when you're using this MoveCam system. You have speed crank handles, you got the big whips that you can come way out here to focus, that you clip right in here, and you got your whip out here. All these different types of things come in that kit. It's not an extra add-on. That's what's so cool about it. If I'm on my movies, I'm definitely rolling out with the Arri follow focus. That's what all my ACs love. But when you're owner-operator and you're looking for stuff that is going to not break the bank, this is a great setup, and it's going to be tried and true and work for you. Now, when I'm going out on movies, I'm rolling out with the MoveCam cage. I'm not going to anyone else other than this, because I found it is the best one that really holds up and has this hot swap system. The hot swap is so essential with the red. When the red goes down with power and that has to boot back up, it feels like it takes 17 hours to come back up when the director and the AD are saying, can we go? What's happening? When is this camera gonna come up? What's going on? Can we go? Can we go? And it takes something that only is 35 to 40 seconds and turns it into 17 hours with stress. So with the hot swap system, I am able to literally eject this battery and it immediately starts counting down. So you can see 113, 112, 111. So now I got my new battery now. And once it locks in, it's back up to 143 seconds. So this hot swap is huge. And this cage system is, again, very inexpensive. It's there for the filmmakers, for the owner-operators, and for the professionals. So it's a good system. And like I said, I've tried so many of these. I want something that's gonna work. The reason for the monitor back here, which I really like, is red makes it very, very easy to access all the controls, and they do it all on their touch screen. So I'm able to change color temp, I'm able to change shutter speed, ISO, frame rate, all these different things. I'm able to go in and change 5K, 6K. So having a touch screen that's very close is incredibly important. And with this, I got my first AC that's over here pulling focus, and then he can just access that, and he can go back to this. If I want to change something, I don't have to say, hey, could you change that? I can just go back here and change the little thing, and then get back into it as well. It makes the center of attention this touch screen, which is kind of how this camera works. This is the Matthews Infinity Arm, and I really love it because it doesn't bind like a Noga arm, and it really locks beautifully, and it's kind of beefy, but I like it because it's adding weight to my setup, and I'm all about adding more weight onto it. Now you can see I've gone with the blue shaped battery here that, again, isn't the tall block. I have this setup, which I absolutely love. I'm able to check my battery here. I have my hot swap, so I'm at 140 seconds before this baby goes down. I'm able to go right here, and if I want to, I can use the blue shaped power station. Now, you have the Anton Bauer VCLX. Now, what makes this better? Well, because not only does this system completely waterproof, you can throw the damn thing in a pool if you wanted to. Oh, we just happen to have one over here. No, just kidding. But you have a full system of batteries in here. You can put 180s, you can put 240s in here. Can give you 48 volts or 28 volts. It also is a charger, and I've clamped these to the back seat of cars, and I'm able to power up 2 Arri Sky Panel S60s for 4 hours. just on these batteries. So it's an impressive system where other ones do not do this type of stuff. And I'm able to close it right back up. And I can get into and power up my camera as well. Let me put in some neutral density. Now, with the Red camera, the internal NDs don't really exist. The motion mount is something that I was really never a big fan of. So you're still locked into putting NDs in front of your lens, which can cause several problems. You can cause double and triple reflection. There's a lot of things that putting glass in front of the lens can kick your ass, let's say. But Kipper Tie, which is a company in London, has come out with an internal wheel called the Revolva. You can get either a PL mount or an EF mount. Now that's a really cool thing to kind of look at because it clamps right onto the camera and enables you to get internal NDs, just like the wheel. So like an Arri, Alexa Mini has internal NDs. This is going to be the same type of setup, which is very exciting. I can't wait to strap the Revolva on this camera. But when we don't have that, we turn to Tiffin with their new natural NDs. And you can kind of see it has a beautiful quality. This is a full IR cut. It's a full spectrum filter. And I've done a ton of testing with these filters, and we have got them in the pocket right now. It gives you the purest color. Even when you get into the 2.1s, you're not going into the fire crest mode of purples and greens and all this kind of stuff. It is consistent from a 0.3 all the way up to the 2.1. There's no color shift, and this is a big deal. Getting that full spectrum of color when you get into massive IR pollution.